Welcome to Luna Alchemy, a space where astrology, shadow work, and cosmic wisdom meet. I am Betsy, your cosmic and lunar guide, and together we journey through the moon's cycles to illuminate hidden patterns and open pathways to healing and transformation. Here we align to the true visible sky and the celestial rhythms to guide deep inner work. This is your lunar path to cosmic harmony. Today we arrive under the new moon in Virgo. This is a moment to pause, refine, and realign. In this episode, I will share my insights on this new moon and discuss the significant cosmic alignments to fixed stars and celestial objects. At 5:25 a.m. Pacific Time on Tuesday, October 21st, the new moon renews itself in the constellation of Virgo. New moons are reset points, portals of potential, where we plant the seeds of new intentions. They ask us to pause, breathe, and begin again. In Virgo, the focus turns to the rituals of everyday life, our work, our health, our service, our routines. Virgo, ruled by Mercury, governs the mind, communication, and analysis. It refines our processes and reminds us to prioritize what matters. It brings healing through discernment. This lunation invites you to look closely at the patterns shaping your daily rhythm and to craft a life that supports your soul's well-being. Under this Virgo new moon, the universe whispers, simplify, refine, and realign. I will share 4 themes for this new moon. Number 1, take inventory. Look at your habits, your schedule, your energy. Where can you create more space for presence? What needs to shift so that you can feel in alignment with your purpose? Number 2, be of service. Virgo reminds us that service is sacred. The smallest acts of kindness can ripple outward with tremendous effects. Things like easing a colleague's workload, helping a friend, and sharing your talents can and will ripple outward with healing power. It builds that good karma that makes us feel warm and fuzzy inside, helping to raise our frequencies. Number 3, honor your health. This is a good time to recommit to nurturing your body and mind. Hydrate, rest, move, breathe. Remember your body is your temple and a vessel for the divine. Number 4, get organized. This is a good time to clear the clutter. You might be getting an urge to throw out old things, and this physical clearing also helps to clear your space energetically, creating order in your surroundings so your spirit can rest in clarity. Virgo teaches us the sacredness of order, devotion and service, and the quiet magic found in simplicity. This is a time to bring harmony between the spiritual and the practical and to weave the divine through the fabric of our daily lives. Overall, set your intentions around helping others, establishing healthy habits, and creating sacred structure for your dreams to take root. Now, what are the shadow aspects that you need to be aware of during this lunation? In Virgo, we're dealing with perfectionism, criticism, and self-judgment. All of these can emerge when we forget that growth is a process, not a performance. This self-judgment can also be projected onto others. It's important to be aware of that. Give yourself and others grace. Don't get into the habit of finding flaws. Allow yourself to be human, imperfect, evolving, and beautifully whole. Now moving on to significant cosmic alignments. Under this new moon in Virgo, the sun and the moon will align to Izar, a fixed star in the constellation of Bootes. Izar appears as a single star to the naked eye, but it is a binary star system known for its stunning contrast of orange and blue light. It holds the essence of harmonizing opposites. It teaches us that polarity is not separation, but the dance of creation itself. Its energy is intuitive and introspective, carrying both light and shadow. It calls us to question authority and seek inner truth, and to listen for the quiet voice of the soul guiding our way. Its energy weaves together the dualities within us, the masculine and the feminine, light and shadow, logic and intuition, order and surrender. Through Izar, we are reminded that our wholeness is not found in perfection, but in balance. This alignment invites us to soften the edges of criticism, both towards ourselves and others, and to embrace the beautiful tension between structure and flow, a lesson that Virgo knows very well. When you connect to this new moon, allow the light of Izar to bring harmony where there has been fragmentation, in your mind, your body, your routines, and your heart. As I mentioned, the fixed star Izar is in the constellation of Bootes. And so I wanted to read a little bit about the constellation of Bootes from the Brady's book of fixed stars. And here Bootes is referred to as the hunter who now farms. Bootes, the hunter, herdsman, and farmer, has been known by the same name for over 3,000 years. It symbolizes the important transition from the Paleolithic hunter-gatherer to the Neolithic cultivator and the domesticator of animals. Bootes may well have acted as a reminder, a piece of starry history long before any words were written, of the transition from the hunter-gatherer to the cultivator. So I found this part very interesting because Bootes is really an embodiment of the Virgo energy of creating structure, of getting organized, giving your visions and dreams a structure so that you can anchor them. So I found that very interesting. I think that definitely highlights Virgo energy. And also Bootes is associated with the Hermit card in the Tarot, which speaks of wisdom found through solitude and the lantern we hold as we walk the inner path. So here under the new moon, we are asked to become our own guides, illuminating the way to clarity, simplicity, and peace. Next, this new moon is also aligned to the Shapley Attractor, and this is a vast gravitational nexus pulling entire galaxies towards its center. Here, the Shapley Attractor acts as a spark and amplifier. Its energy is profound, magnetic, and transformative. It calls us into our deepest truth, inviting us to embody authenticity at a soul level. The Shapley Attractor reminds us that when we live in alignment with our essence, everything else reorganizes around that center of gravity. This lunation encourages profound introspection. Who are you when all the layers fall away? And what truth longs to emerge through you now? Finally, the last alignment that I want to tune into today is the Andromeda galaxy. We have the new moon opposite the Andromeda galaxy. In astrology, when we have oppositions, it is usually an aspect that needs to be reconciled, or at least it's giving us a direction to move into. The Andromeda galaxy is known as a symbol of beauty, magnetism, and the boundless spirit of adventure. It carries the archetype of the Fool in the Tarot, limitless, curious, and free. This opposition calls us to reconcile order and freedom, logic and intuition. This new moon teaches us that structure does not confine us, but rather gives our dreams form. Okay, let's move on to pulling a couple of cards for this new moon. Okay, so the first card I'm pulling is for what are we leaving behind us? What's staying behind? What can no longer move forward with us? For that one, I'm getting the Four of Swords. Okay, and then I'll just pull the rest of the cards before I interpret the entire message. And then I'm asking, what is alive for us now? The Page of Wands. What are we moving towards? Interesting. Very, very nice. The first card when I asked, what are we leaving behind? And I'm getting the Four of Swords. And then what is coming alive for us now? It's the Page of Wands. And what are we moving towards? I'm getting the Chariot. So as far as what we're leaving behind with the Four of Swords, I feel like what we're leaving behind is what is draining us mentally, that leaves us exhausted and feeling like we just need to like sleep in or lay down. Like mentally something is keeping us exhausted, so letting go of anything that is draining us mentally and physically. We don't have time for that anymore. We need to let that go. And as far as what's coming in for us, it's the Page of Wands. With the Page of Wands, it's like new inspiration, new passions. And with the page is this young like energy. So it's a very young, optimistic energy. And that's what is coming through. It's like reigniting our passions with the Page of Wands. And with the Chariot card, this is what we're moving towards. This card to me speaks about having control over the direction of your life. Like you're in control now, you're making the decisions, you're the one that is controlling your future, your destiny. You are the one calling the shots, you are the one making the decisions. So beautiful. I think these messages are exciting, and I feel like there's one more card that wants to come through, so let's see what that is. Oh, okay, there was another message that wanted to come through, and this one is the Six of Pentacles. And here this card is speaking to you get to decide where you're putting your energy, what you're investing your time and resources in. And then I got the Sun card. This really speaks again to, very similar to the Page of Wands, of like your passions, but this speaks to your like inner child, like what brings you joy and happiness. So you are making decisions about where you are investing your time, your energy, your resources, and that is aligned with what brings you joy. Okay, moving on to our ritual and guided closing. If you happen to be driving or operating machinery and you're not able to go into a deep relaxation, I invite you to come back to this section of the episode. I would love for you to make some time where you can relax and find a quiet place. So when you're ready, find a quiet place where you can sit comfortably. And this time I recommend holding a grounding stone in your hand, such as black tourmaline, usually any type of black stone or even red stone. Today I have a 2-light wand. 2-light, it sounds funny when I say 2-light. And so yeah, that's the one that I'm choosing to work with today to ground me with this Virgo, beautiful Virgo energies, right? So I invite you to close your eyes, inhale deeply, feeling the breath gather in your belly. Exhale slowly, releasing tension from your shoulders, your mind, your thoughts. Visualize a soft golden light descending from above, flowing down through your crown, filling your chest, your belly, your legs, anchoring you into the earth. Now see yourself standing beneath a night sky filled with stars. Above you, the hidden new moon, dark, quiet, full of potential. Around it shimmer the stars of Bootes, and beyond them, the luminous pool of the Shapley Attractor. Feel their light spiral toward your heart. You are both grounded and infinite, ordered and free. You are a bridge between heaven and earth. Whisper to yourself, I align my daily life with divine order. My work, my habits, and my service flow with purpose and ease. I release perfection and embrace presence. I am guided by wisdom and anchored in love. Take one final deep breath, feeling gratitude for this new beginning. And when you are ready, gently open your eyes, carrying this renewed clarity into your day. As you sit with the energy of this new moon in Virgo and the light of Izar, you may feel a call to go deeper, to harmonize the opposites within you and anchor the balance that this star awakens. If you wish to continue this journey, I've created a guided meditation to help you attune to Izar's frequency. This is a sound and energy transmission to help you embody this celestial harmony. You can find it linked in the show notes below or on my website under products. Thank you for joining me for this new moon journey in Virgo. May this cycle bring you clarity, harmony, and the courage to refine your path in alignment with your soul's truth. If you enjoyed this episode, I invite you to subscribe, and I would love to hear from you in the comments. Let me know which part was your favorite, what you enjoyed the most, and until next time, may the moon guide you, the stars inspire you, and your spirit remember its infinite light.